Hello, good morning, everybody. It's your boy Richie View. Um, Happy New Year. Um, you know, I did a little, I think a minute or less than 30 seconds video. I was like, we're in a new year now, so we're trying to at least get our kind of recommendations for the year, aligning everything in perspective with God, because everything we do in this life we need God, so we always need His backing and we need His help so that we could we could have a more structured plan that we want to do. Uh, so the men's needs are insatiable, but yeah, sometimes there are things you want to do and you just need a lot of funds and things to do it, but it's all good. Okay, now we're talking about what do we need to do this year? We really need more money. What kind of business? Online, this, that, tech. What do you really need to do? Uh, so basically, I'll be going through different areas. I'm actually doing a tech course anyway. I'm doing a tech course. I'm trying to learn some things in tech. I have a background in tech anyway, so I'm just upscaling. Trying to be better. But checking other areas, you need money to do. Like I want to check out a plot of. I want to check out a land. I like this land. I went there last year, January, to check it. I just said let me do a tour around the Sapler Road access. The road was very bad, but then I think now it's much better now because they're working on the road. The Sapler Road slash BIU opposite where you have the rubber research. There's what they call the Prince Builders. I don't know why our real estate guys are fond of doing things that some say is development, but what kind of development anyway makes things to become so crazy? There's a lot I saw last year. I wanted to get 50 by 100. It was nice. They say it was about 4.5 million for 50 by 100 at the Prince Builder City. I think that is highest estate so far because he's trying to do he has done a gatehouse, done some field road networks there. Not the roads are not strong really, but it's still okay. Maybe he will do it better. I don't know. But it's secured, nice environment. Federal government has taken care of the road leading to rubber research. It's just off and it's good. And I was like, they said it's 7 million naira. And I said, what are they talk? I came last year and he said it is amount. How come now it's 7 million naira? Jesus, so 7 million naira for 50 by 100. I was like, shit. When it was 4.5 million, maybe I could just have deposited 2 million. But I needed that money for something much more important. So I don't know. I was just like, wow. And the thing is this, you people are doing instrumental, but your instrumental does not make sense. Your instrumental is about 3 months. I'm not like, look at Lagos now. If Lagos they sell property, they'll give you some hand. Lagos, if you buy property for real estate company, if you say okay, one break and that they pay 50,000 every month. They pay this also thousand every month, which makes it more reasonable. But in Benin, everything is just like now, cash carry, and that is what is affecting this state. That this state be called Benin City, this as in this state called Benin City. This state called Benin City. That's why many of us, by God's grace, many of us are leaving, go to another state. Some people want to travel out, some people want to go out of the country. So people go to other state. You see, young people cannot even. At times, I see some young people who are even solo. I wonder what they are doing here. Maybe they could go to Lagos, try to try out something and all that because Lagos might even pay more. But it's so funny that in Benin, everything is just like now. This is an estate, and I asked, are there space? They said there's space. Of course, there will be space because the Prince Builder is looking for. You're waiting for diaspora to buy it. Diaspora, it's not diaspora. Now we see they go to diaspora now. So what will they talk? So what am I trying to say is sometimes if you are doing something, you say yes, the high class, the middle class, the low class, whatever. But you try and make it to be more instrumental. Like, oh, this land is okay. You are saying it's 7 million. That 7 is too much. Between the space of 1 year, you added 2.5 million on a property. And let's be reasonable. Even real estate in Lagos do not do that. They don't just from change all the way from that. What they do is that they have a system of increasing it every quarterly. They might say now the land is 1.5 million. Okay, now we added 300 on top. Later they add 300. Before you know, maybe in the space of a year, that 300 will be in about three places or there. But maybe at most you have about 900 added to it. But yeah, just take and go from 4.5 million January, February last year to 7 million naira now. Come on, that's not fair. I say you want to sell. So sometimes the people doing business here in this those are not even giving people the opportunity or to invest because some of us want to invest. now, but you can't do that. Some folks have to now go in Lagos. I have a land I buy in Lagos. You're paying about 20 something thousand naira monthly. They stretch it for 50 months. That's even more than 2 years. But sometimes I'm able to do like that. I was doing it small, so I haven't finished it. One like that. So what am I trying to say? In this kind of business, real estate, you don't make it look as if it's somehow what you have. If you have a real estate that the land is vast, the back of the land you put it, yes, okay, this is where I want to do instrumentally. This is where I want the front side of the faces the main estate. You tell yourself that this is where you want to do outright payments, because of course people that want to pay outright, they'll definitely be at the forefront of the estate, that being at the back of the estate. But funny enough, this is what they do. And at the end of the day, okay, I'm interested. The same thing happened last year. I was like 50 by 100, 4.5. Ah, come on, it's too much. Okay, when I have enough money, I might do it. But maybe I would have just deposited 2 million first. I know that yes, I've deposited, so it's just to balance them. And of course, maybe if you don't, if they give you 3 months and it's still more than that, I'm sure they'll still be disturbing you, and or they may have some penalties. You know, I don't know. As in, what I mean is that, sorry, they might have some penalty. Sorry, it just flies disturbing. It's the dry season, January, so flies everywhere. So they could have they might want to, not really a penalty, but they call it something like if you're doing real estate payment and maybe you miss out 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, and I'll say, oh, there's a fine. And let me use that word, a fine. They might say maybe you pay something little extra, but I don't know, maybe that could have been better. But I actually like the location, I won't lie. I like the location. It's not really on the airport road itself, but it's not far from it either. But I just feel that the place that could be more understanding and more reasonable in the way you guys charge things, because at least I heard you have lots of land that area, maybe inherited and all those things. So at least you're from that area. Even the even the Chinese factory, I heard that they even you lease some of these things to them. So I'm gonna try and make this thing look easy, because the pressure one that they give people for being here, they make sense. You understand me? They make sense. Because sometimes when the way you guys carry this real estate thing here, it's like, come and pay now. If you're not paying now, we'll sell it to another person. And some people here, and there's some people that will say, okay, let me even pay some part of it. I will try before the end of the year to balance with the other one. Funny enough, how many jobs are here? Within the administrative section, how much are they paying in universities? How much are they paying in the government? How much are they paying? Is maybe NNPC? There maybe if their salaries. So sometimes it's not quite easy when you stress yourself too much and you have children, you have these bills, you have things to do, you have your rent in this old GRO area. In fact, GRA does not look like GRA. If you come to GRA, the whole of GRA, the extension and all that, people are now renting houses for even communities that are developing, like Koromi, that let's just 1.2 million naira. At times I just laugh. House 1.2 million naira, house 1 point this, house 1 did this, house. The way people fix this is not Lagos. Benin is not Lagos. Benin is not Lagos. So, for the fact that Benin is not Lagos, there have to be an understanding that there are no companies here that are producing this money, that is fetching this money. A lot of people here are just fine, they are doing businesses. A lot of places here are mostly club, hotel, club, hotel. Who are they say that the Yahoo boys they enter the hotel? Yahoo boys they enter the hotel. So what am I trying to say is sometimes um sometimes let's try as much as possible to encourage people who yes are doing some things. People who, for example, they have legal jobs, legitimate jobs, and other things, and they are working hard. They are working to do something great, something good. And I say, oh, these people are trying. Let's give them a flexible plan. Okay, guy, I'm going to give 18 months payment plan. Every month, 50, or something. There's a way to go about this whole thing. But yeah, they don't do that. And when they don't do these things, it makes people start feeling like, wow. That's why you see somebody say, maybe some people go buy land for Ibadan, some people go buy land for Lagos, some people go buy land for Ogun State. Why? Because these people are giving you the flexibility to own this thing. But Edo State here, because youths are jobless, youths are not working, they make everywhere look as if it's all about the land. You grew up for a community does not mean you own the community. My family grew up from the Edo State, the Benin area here, the Osa Street area here, the area street area here. That's where the whole family this thing is. That's now become a city. I didn't say yes, there's land for you. The way they do all this, okay, there's land here because you're a member of a community. So you just come and start selling land. And most of the youth do not live in these communities. They are renting houses in town and all those things. So I don't know. To me, I just feel that that you guys should be more understanding. There should be a more flexibility. When they do real estate, I know what they see 2 months, 3 months, 6 months. That are rubbish. You give it 1 year, 8 months. Those are the kind of things you should do. I'm not saying because it just affects me, because yes, I really like the estate and I feel like I want to do something. I feel like I like to have a land there, but I have other pressing needs, other important things I might need to do. But the point I'm just trying to make here is that at least there should be flexibility, because sometimes you think, okay, I was thinking, okay, what do I get like that 7 million? What do I get that 3.5? Let me even try and even commit some payment to it. But I was just like, it's January, a lot of things, school fees, bills, all that, everything. Everybody's trying to do something, so you're trying to prepare yourself for the year. So I was just like, what's happening? Why are people not concerned when it comes to business? And it's annoying. Okay, a lady was chatting me. I saw her on WhatsApp, on Facebook. I heard that Cubana is doing a real estate in he's called it Cubana Millennia whatever city. I don't know. He says it's not far from the airport. Blah 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 blah. Obi Cubana is building an estate in partnership with the Delta State government, or rather, I don't know. I don't know how they are doing their money thing there. Obi Kubana is someone that owns the club and all that. Though there are different stories about laundry and all that, but I don't know. That's his business. What I know is that you are coming to Edo State. You are from Ogba in Anambra, I think. You are coming, that's what you say it is, I'm Ogba or Anambra, I don't know. But at least you are coming here, because most people are saying that because of what is happening in Lagos, that the government, the Yorubas are targeting there. Me, I don't know. Yoruba people, I mean, I'm part Yoruba, I'm part Benin, so we are for the both sides. So I don't know. We have a lot of Igbos doing things here, and a lot of Igbos, a lot of Benin people doing things here. But anyway, they said it seems to be that maybe because they didn't vote for Tinubu, they are targeting them. That's why you see them giving them issues and demolishing some structures in Lagos. But information says that these people did not acquire permits and they were warned not to build in this area because there are areas that are prone to drainages where they need to build canals and those things. I don't know about that. But anyway, the people now say, okay, bring development, come east, bring and come home. So those are in the east. I say, okay, let's bring development to the east, let's bring development home, let's do this and let's do that. No problem, nobody's saying anything. It's good. But Obi Kubana, you are building an estate. This is the same issue with Edo State government. I'll come to that. Now let's talk about this Asaba thing. You are building this Asaba stuff. You are building a city in Asaba, an estate which you call a Millennium City, and you said the government approval, their partnership, blah blah blah. Now Obi Kubana is selling the lowest plot of land there, which is about 300 square meter or less. That you're selling it for 37 million naira. When the girl told me the price, I was like, "Are you crazy?" I was like, "Oh," I said, "Man, you know, say some of us not they do, they do drug business. So some of us not they do. We are not into this. We are legitimate business that we do. Some of us are not into some kind of wrong thing." Because sorry to say that, I'm not trying to say maybe some input into the, but does it make sense that an investment that you just started investing now, you are skyrocketing the whole price thing? I would expect you to say, a land at 300 square meter is 5 million. Okay, maybe 500 square meter is 7 million naira. Or you start from 3 million naira. Now you are telling us that you are selling a property in Asaba. Yeah, Asaba. Yeah. I don't know. I don't even big past the Asaba self, but I know the same. Not be saying I do not know that this is where I don't even get I don't even get more developments past. Supposed to get more development than even the Delta State. But nevertheless, let's not argue. The point is this: you're starting up an estate, and that estate is starting at the lowest amount, 37 million naira. How you want to say? That means that politicians you want me buy. See, sometimes when people do things, yeah, they don't think. How has Tinubu developed this community? How has he refined this Nigeria? Let's just call the country community. How has he refined this country called Nigeria? What is really happening? What is the salary structure of people? The other day, the government said we should come and buy land property. I think maybe some of the property they seized, I don't know, they call it renewed hope. You know this Tinubu thing, they call it renewed hope, something. I went to check. I was seeing they were telling me that I checked everything, civil service and all that. The property is about 70 million naira. And if I want to key into the place, after paying the down payment of, is it 25% or thereabout, I'll also be paying 300 and something. In my salary, 300 and something thousand. See, every month, like, they are not even wanting people who have legitimate businesses to buy these things. They want people who are into fraud, corruption, to invest in these things. This is not the way forward. This is not how to make Nigeria great. This is not to make Nigeria move forward. So when you look at this whole thing, I'm 60 something million for that big one. I say, waiting for ordinary land. And that's the girl. Is it for land or structure? Because obviously, With a 50 million naira, I can build with a 50 million naira. Okay, with 50 million naira, let's assume I buy the land for 10 million naira. But with the 40 million naira, I can conveniently build a 3-bedroom duplex. A 3-bedroom bungalow. Nollywood style. Or let's just say give and take. Yes, with the land. Here in Benin, 40 million can go into it. It will build it with the parapet and all those things. The only thing we're talking about is the interior. So when I talk about interiors, furnitures, and all those things, but everything will be done painted just for it to move in. So the question now is this: why putting houses in this? It's just like the way some Lagos, you'll be seeing 200 and something million for a small land, 300 square meter. 300 square meter is 60 feet by 40 feet. So why would these things be expensive? Sometimes people, that's why many people just say, okay, let me buy the land, I will build that myself. You understand my point? So when I saw Obi, I was like, come on now, you know what they think? Not be Lagos now. Benin, not be Lagos. Benin not be Lagos. How much more you call Asaba? Asaba don't even reach Lagos. You don't even reach. So what it could be that one? First Asaba might be developed because I know that a lot of people are coming there to form real estate and all those things. But Benin not be Lagos. That state not be Lagos. What one they do? Some of us okay. When we want to try to see something, it's like some of the investment people are doing. Like some of you are never doing it for people who are in Nigeria. Maybe it's to find people who go and hustle, work their money, gather their dollars, and come out. Because it's not. And the funny thing is that the banks will not give you a loan to buy these things. Anyway, I don't want to make this whole video look too long. What I just want to say is that real estate developers or real estate owners, they should try as much as possible to be lenient, to be flexible when it comes to land. They should not make it look as if yes, it's like this, like this, like this. Because me, I've been thinking I need about, if I want to buy that land now, they say 7 million naira, right? All the way from 4.5 last year, which is ridiculous. If the man is saying, if the prince bidder is saying 5 million, I will understand. If he's saying 5.5 million, reasonable. But what he's saying is like crap. But the location is nice. That's just the thing. He has not done anything inside though, apart from there's a speed, there's a field for football and all that. He hasn't done any other thing inside that estate. Even when the road I saw, someone was already pulling out. I'll tell you the truth. I went there, I saw your manager, we talked. I drove that area 2 days ago. But I was just like, fine. When they do the Sapler Road, it's to make it look nice. Although it's inside though, not as if it's on the it's not along the Sapler, it's not the road, is off it. But what I'm trying to say is that with all those things happening, everybody's just looking for I want somebody to pay big money. It's not the issue. The question is this: a lot of people are into so many deals. I don't club, but I know I don't do night clubbing. I can relax somewhere, have a good time. I don't do night clubbing. I'm not into it. No, it's not somebody cannot invite me. A few times invited me, I know that, but I'm not frequently into night clubbing. But I discovered something that when you go to this club, you see Yahoo boys, you see prostitutes, you see frauds, you see people who do illegitimate businesses. You also see people who do good businesses. But it is a club everybody goes there. Most of the clubs now they sell drugs. So people are there doing what kind of thing. So my question is, if you actually look at the apple for town, the way some people they make money not legitimate, clear. So normally, when somebody is not saying, yes, anybody, so every Tom, Dick, and Harry just come and buy land in your estate, or because you put a big price, because you want to make it look expensive and make a money that is supposed to be flexible and stretch out for a period of 2 years, 3 years. You want to do it in 6 months, in 3 months. At the end of the day, what happens? You carry hoodlums and start keeping them there. Anyway, there's no problem, Sha. When they don't use their drug, when they don't do it, they want to, they'll still concern to us. We'll buy. I believe they'll still concern now. They'll still consider what they'll still find one by the land. That time they can sell cheaper. That's what even the Bible says that this deal of the will be given to the Gentiles. How the scripture say it the other day. They'll still sell it to us. So all the greedy politicians who are stealing money, the money they buy the land, when our children will still sell them. When our children will sell them will still buy sell them cheap. So no wahala. No problem. Anyway, so that's just it. It's just annoying. Even those state governments during the Opaseki time, they built a structure close to the Gulf Mills. We didn't even know when they sold it. Those ones, as if they just sold it among themselves. These things are wrong. Edo State does not really have much estate. I think Asaba is still trying an estate in a way than Benin, but honestly speaking, come on, this is not the way forward. somebody selling a land, he has not really done, you have not paid your dues, just maybe you got some money and maybe, or you made some money somewhere and you just come into the business, the next thing you are skyrocketing prices, you are giving 3 months payments. Where do you do that? Under what government? What are the government pay? How much is the salary? What are we talking about? This is bullshit, man. That's bullshit, honestly. It's bullshit. But no problem, it is well. We put our trust in God and God will align and grant our desires. It is well. I'm not trying to say this thing. I have properties in Benin. I have one or two. At least I'm doing something. I have some, you know. I have some. Talk about it, maybe I bought. I have one. I have some. I don't want to talk too much, but at least it's just annoying that sometimes when I look at the whole thing, it's annoying when you want to be part of something, and at the end of the day, the people coordinating those things are not doing the right thing. How do I explain this thing now? Um, like for example, you you want to buy something. Okay, there was a time I wanted to buy my land in Okoromi where I'm building. Something happened. Express road at that time, the then government, Obasanjo's government administration were just doing the road, so it was still on the laterite level. So I wanted to buy. They said it's 5 million. I didn't have 5 million, but I had up to with added advantage, meaning my money, friends, and whatever, and all that. I could say, okay, we had it by a million or a million stuff, million plus. Only to buy. That was 2018. Sorry, where I side is that they were selling for 3.5, 4.5, and 5 million. And I looked at the land, I was like, how do I get this cash now? This is not a bad investment. 5 years later, that place was like an express road because you can use it to bypass the main supply road and come out at the bypass. That's talking about that Koromi, Iriri Road and all that. I discovered at the end of the day, as at 2 years ago, parties they were 40 million, 50 million naira. I was not thinking, it's not my fault. Which of the friends you want to call? What jobs are they doing? Unibank job, this job, that job, government job, apart from maybe NPC. How many people would have wanted to say, okay, yeah, look, let's buy 100 by let's invest. Let's buy 100 by 100. Maybe later a filling station or a company or a hotel might want to come and buy it later. Then we share our profits amicably. But who could I meet? Who really could I talk to? The banks was also say, okay, banks, please give me the money. Let me buy this property for 5 million naira. It's worth it. And as I'm buying the property, I'm doing a CEO and I'm giving you the papers to hold. Which means the bank is giving me 5 million or 4 million to buy this property. And at the end of the day, I'm going to pay back with some interest. So even if I now sell, I can sell for 30 million tomorrow. I say, okay, bank, I don't know how much. Now give me 5 million. I said, 7, take on 7 million. Or for the number of years I know, I can say, okay, let's say maybe yes, the bank gives you for like so amount and you can pay. At least if you make 30 million naira, you can even pay 10 million naira to the bank, keep your 20 million. So what am I trying to say is that banks are not even helping. They give credits to people like Dangote because they feel that okay, anyhow you can see if Otedola was talking the other day, how he had so many banks. If na normal guy, na normal person, now they hold up at the bank, don't go deal with them since now. A lot of banks are not disturbing. It was only UBA that was disturbing him, Elo Melo, that was disturbing him. All that didn't even bother to disturb him. Be somebody, because maybe the few cake he go pay highest now interest and everything go gather. So the banks are not even helping. But these people are young men who started. Some of them, their parents already had something established for them, which they rode upon. While some of them, there's some also started from scratch and all that. But that is why they say sometimes you give people the opportunity to do these things. Land business is land business, good business. What you need to do is, if you like, I like this property, I won't buy a 7 million. Give me between now and let's say 1.5 years, I'll pay it 7 million. The banks give me the no. The bank say I'm holding this property because yes, this land you've not paid, and I will look at the whole thing and flexibility. You start paying this bank this money before maybe the 1 year, before the 1.5 years, I don't pay the bank finish. I'm a happy guy. They give my document. Not be so supposed to be, but the banks now are not even willing to do that. Except if maybe you are one big guy that hey Alpha, I know this guy, they popular. They'll even give you the loan without collateral self. Like the way they'll give to the Dagote, give you that collateral. But come on, things are not done this way. Things are not done this way. So it becomes annoying because I see sometimes one of my guys into real estate in Ibadan. He has in some other states as well. Zenith Properties. It was even him. I did a transaction with some time ago, and I was able to get something in Lagos. But what am I trying to say about this whole the whole thing? The point is this: if he's doing his thing, there's a way he does it. Flexibility. There's a way he brings it out. He breaks it out. So it's annoying that at first I look at my state, say, okay, I like this land, I won't get her. Let's assume the full money is not there. Maybe the land is 5 million or 4 million, 7 million, and that money is not there. But the company is saying, yes, you must pay, yes, that's it. Or 3 months, 3 months, they start stressing your life, start busy disturbing you. And you're like, what do I get it from? Where do I go to get the cash? Can't somebody just give me this thing as a law paper? Can't somebody just give me the can? I'll do something about it. And you're just like, now, wow. It becomes annoying in your own state, Benin City. No consideration. Get your money once, come back. If the principal was considerate, that 4.5 was supposed to be about 2.5 million last year now. Maybe I could have given 1.5 at that time. And say, okay, yes, let me hold down one, I'll balance you. But they don't do these things. So I don't know. To me, it's annoying. I'm really angry about it. I'm feeling like, what if all this rubbish? And you see Lagos, they want to sell land will start with 300,000, 500,000. As well by Lagos or Yoruba lands, Ogun State, they'll start with that. You can even buy an acre for 1 point something. Before you know farmland, you can buy this for a year. What the farmland do you want to buy? Which farmland you want to buy for a year? Yeah, land is something else like I don't understand. And people who sell this property are not even reasonable. Or because they just want it. Oh yeah, all those people, Enogi or Kagili, they want sell land, they want yes, they want chop the money, they want do this. What it be all this? It's annoying, my dear. It's as in what I mean is it's rather annoying. I don't want to use a negative word. It's really it pisses me off when sometimes I see these things and I ask myself that is this the way forward? I see people should do this. So people should just go and get the money once and buy all these things. And some people buying these things are fraudulent guys. People who steal from government office, corruption, and all those things. So that it's just annoying because you're not giving room to young people who want to grow, young people who want to explore, young people who want to go into business, young people who want to bring about productivity and development to the state. So it's really annoying. That's why most time you see say your old boy do this. I know they know this way go do it. Sometimes your old boy dies. If you know that something happened to your old boy broke, he will sell the property or this one do this. I don't know. There's so many things involving this. They are so called Yahoo and all this rubbish they do. I don't have anything against your old boys, so I don't have anything against them. I didn't see them. I know the boy. I what it concern me. What they choose. But sometimes you see the way some of them they flex this their money. They flex what I mean. They flex the whole thing. Some actually even try to invest. They want to invest in club and all this thing. Sometimes it gets to a point. Maybe they just say I beg. Next thing they want to sell them. They want sell and they want do like this because they didn't have the fundamentals, the basics, the wisdom to start that business. They didn't go about doing a research on what they needed to invest that money in. And besides, the money was not clean because the money was actually used because you defrauded somebody. So I don't know. I just feel that hardworking guys like us, guys who are productive, who have clear vision and all those things, that people should be given opportunity to do something, not just everybody trying to do rush. That's why I see many landlords having issue now. You help enter their house, they mess their house up because that is the problem. Because your house that you put for 700,000, you're putting it for 1 million, 1.3 million. Your boy comes and pay. After a year or two, is broke, cannot pay. What happened? Your boy is out of the whole thing. Or man cannot they pay, or you start having issues. Or if the one way go do some kind of thing back five. So God forbid. See, I don't know. Go. I don't. Me, I don't like thinking bad though. I don't want thinking bad. Some will put their hand for something, some will backfire for them. You know what I mean. I don't want to go into that thing. So sometimes you see a lot of people who do things and for the weird reasons they do it. Somebody goes to some Yahoo boys go to hotel. Anyway, let's not make it about Yahoo boys. It's not about what I'm just trying to say is that sometimes opportunity should be given to people to explore and do the right thing. because young people are determined and they want to do things and they need funds, and banks could actually assist in this regard by giving us the funds to do business, and we pay it back ASAP. That's how I see it. Anyway, on the next episode we'll talk about something else. All right, cool, man. Peace out.